Krishna is worshipable, Aradhya. Similarly, his place is also Aradhya, worshipable. So, as he is all pervading, similarly, his place is also all pervading. So, how things can be changed into Vaikuntha? That is by chanting the holy name of the Lord. Tatra chistami narada yatra gayanti madbhakta. So the bhaktas, they are also so powerful that by chanting the holy name of God, they make the supreme, all-powerful Lord descend in that place. Therefore, the statement of Bhaktivinoda Thakur that edhine grihete bhajande ki, sedhine grihete goloka bhai. So we can change our home also into Vaikuntha. We can change our home. It is not difficult. Because as Krishna can be all pervading, Vaikuntha is also all pervading, but we have to simply realize it by the authorized process. Everyone, we can change our home into Vaikuntha. Prabhupada ki jai. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskrutyam Naran Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayamudhiraye Nashtaprayesha Bhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavati Uttama Shloke Bhakti Bhavati Naistiki. Reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 3, Chapter 22 and Text 28. Tam Ayantam Abhipretya Tamayantam Abhipretya Brahmāvarta Prajaha Patim Brahmāvarta Prajapatim Gita Samstuti Vaditrai Gita Samstuti Vaditrai Pratyudiyuhu Praharshitaha Pratyudiyuhu Praharshitaha Tamayantam Abhipretya Brahmāvartat Prajapatim Gita Samstuti Vaditrai Pratyudiyuhu Praharshitaha. Tam, him, Ayantam, who was arriving, abhipretya, knowing of, Brahmāvarta, from Brahmāvarta, prajaha, his subjects, patim, their lord, Gita samstuti vaditrai, with songs, praise and instrumental music, pratyudiyuhu, came forward to greet, praharshitaha, overjoyed. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. Translation: overjoyed to know of his arrival, his subjects came forth from Brahmāvarta to greet their returning Lord with songs, prayers and musical instruments. Please repeat. Overjoyed to know of his arrival, his subjects came forth from Brahmāvarta to greet their returning Lord with songs, prayers and musical instruments. Purport by Srila Prabhupada. It is the custom of the citizens of a kingdom's capital to receive the king when he returns from a tour. There is a similar description when Krishna returned to Dwaraka after the battle of Kurukshetra. At that time he was received by all classes of citizens at the gate of the city. Formerly, capital cities were surrounded by walls and there were different gates for regular entrance. Even in Delhi today there are old gates, and some other old cities have such gates where citizens would gather to receive the king. Here also the citizens of Bahishmati, the capital of Brahmāvarta, the kingdom of Swayambhu, came nicely dressed to receive the emperor with decorations and musical instruments. The Sanstha Bhaktivedanta Parpoto Madhyana Timiran Dasya Nanjana Shalakaya Chakshurun Militham Ena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Preshtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swamin Nitinamine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Bhashyat Deshatarine Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shiva Sadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. So this is a return of Swayambhu Manu to his capital Barhishmati. And what was the response of the citizens? Pratyudiyuhu praharshita. They were overjoyed to know of his arrival. Tamayantam abhipretya. They came to know that Swayambhu Manu is returning to Brahmāvarta. Prajapatim, he is their Lord. So they came to know, and overjoyed by that news, they all came to welcome him, to greet him with Gita samstuti vaditrai. Three things. Gita means the songs, samstuti, praise, prayers, and then vaditrai, instrumental music. So it's a very festive environment. When the king, he went on a tour and he comes back, the citizens, they were overjoyed and receive him with all these instruments and wonderful prayers and songs. So this is how the king used to be and how the citizens treat him. The king used to be like a father. His patim is like the representative of the Supreme Lord, is their Lord, and so he is to take care of the citizens so nicely that each and every one is completely satisfied with the ruling, with the kind of governance the king used to have. During Swayambhu Manu's time, well, we don't hear of these big technologies, this AI and big towers to control the citizens and their movements. Nowadays we see they keep an eye on the citizens and their movements, particularly keep an eye on their opponents. All these things we hear. And the idea is the government wants to have control so that if something goes wrong, immediately they can take some action. So during those days also, there are big populations are there. But how is it that the kings used to control the citizens, so many of them? That time also there are crores of people are there. So the controlling mechanism is by educating all the citizens in the culture of Krishna consciousness. Through culture they used to control. Millions and millions of people, because of their devotion to Krishna, by that culture, automatically they accept and respect the leader, the king, and they know, he is been put into that place by Lord's will. So today is I think it's a counting day, and everybody is counting their stars, and whoever comes, we should accept that he has got the blessings for now. Unless the Supreme Lord wills, nobody can sit there. So we'll come to know by the end of the day who will sit where. So that is the decision of the Supreme Personality. He is not away from the affairs of this world. Without his will, not a blade of grass moves. What to talk about big leaders? Obviously, the Supreme Personality is conscious. So, Swayambhu Manu is a popular leader. After he is the first Manu, he is the one who gave the Manu Samhita, the code of conduct for the citizens, how they should behave, how they should organize themselves, so that everybody can focus on the worship of the Supreme Personality. So this was the mood. So we can see how excited they are. Praharshita means overjoyed, not some artificial smiles. They are overjoyed by the arrival of their king, because he is away from a long time. So Prabhupada is reminding us about a similar return to the kingdom by Lord Krishna himself. He was away from Dwaraka for a long time because of the battle of Kurukshetra, and then after that he returns to Dwaraka. That time the way the citizens received Lord Krishna is described in one special chapter in Srimad Bhagavatam. They are overjoyed. Whatever may be their activity, somebody is about to cook, somebody is about to serve, about to eat, they all left where they are and then immediately rushed to receive the Supreme Lord. This is the kind of attachment they have. So, it is mentioned that when Krishna arrived at the entrance gate All kinds of people were there to receive him. And interestingly, it is mentioned here that Bhagavams tatra bandhunam pauranam anuvartinam yatha vidhi upasangamya sarvesham manamadade. Lord Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, approached them. They are all waiting for him. And he approached all of them. And yatha vidhi, he offered due honor and respect to each and every. Sarvesham means every person. And who are they? There is friends, relatives and citizens, common citizens. And whoever came to receive and welcome him. This is an important point. Krishna, he reciprocated with each one. How he reciprocated? As it is befitting their position. For example, here it is mentioned yatha vidhi, as it behooves, as it is befitting, the Supreme Lord reciprocated to each and every one. It is mentioned that even the fifth class, they also came to receive him. It is said in the next shloka, the Almighty Lord greeted everyone present by bowing his head, exchanging greetings, embracing, shaking hands, looking and smiling, giving assurances and awarding benedictions, even to the lowest in rank. So when Krishna, he reciprocated yatha vidhi to each and every one, now how did he do? It is befitting their rank and position. This position is the spiritual relation with the Supreme Lord. And so Krishna, he reciprocated according to the way they want the reciprocation. Ye yatha mam prapadhyante, as the surrender, Krishna, according to exactly he reciprocates like that. So somebody like Devaki and Vasudeva, they are treating him as a son, so he went and bowed his head and paid obeisances to them because they are elders, parents. So that means his treatment is not same. It is as per the yatha vidhi, as it is befitting in that relationship. It should be befitting to that relationship. So what kind of activities he has done? Bowing his head, then exchanging greetings. Like we also say Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. The exchange of greetings. Embracing. Some of them he embraced like equals. And then shaking hands. So shaking hand is nothing new. Krishna also held hands with some people, and then looking and smiling. Some of them he looked at them and smiled, giving assurances and then awarding benedictions. This is Lord's position. He reciprocated to Sarvesham, everybody. This is the glory of Krishna. He approached them and then he interacted with each one of them. He gave them assurances and benedictions as he moved on. So this is an important understanding. Everything is not equal or everybody is equal. There is no such conception here. Even in the absolute truth, you will see Krishna is not equally reciprocating like that. He is not paying obeisances to everybody. Nor is only smiling at everybody. No, you can see the variegatedness in his approach. He is smiling and blessing some people who are his juniors, and he is embracing the equals, and then for superiors he is paying his obeisances. So this structure is present in the absolute truth. Krishna is absolute truth. So that means this truth will never change. So in the Vaishnava community also, these things are always present. Superiors, seniors, are the equals, are the juniors. This is part of the absolute truth. So a devotee, he may be senior, junior, equal. Everybody will have these three categories to handle. For example, I may be senior here, senior most, but even I have seniors to handle. And then I have equals. And then I have juniors. Say down the line, some 10 years younger than me, he will have seniors, juniors and equals. So we all have to deal with these three categories. And as soon as we perfect this art of dealing with these three categories, we are eligible to enter into Krishna's Dwaraka, Goloka, Vaikuntha. We are ready. We have learned the art. So, if at all as a devotee we have to, Hare Krishna, if we want to perfect some art or a skill, that skill is, this is the skill, how to interact with the Vaishnava, within the Vaishnava community, how to take care of this variegatedness, how to handle this variegatedness. Vaishnavism is about sensitivity to this variegatedness. Seniors have to be treated in a certain way, juniors have to be treated in a certain way, equals have to be treated in a certain way. This development of this sensitivity is the perfection of life. If Krishna, he sees that we have developed that sensitivity, then he is very pleased. Krishna is pleased if his devotees are taken care of nicely. And if the devotees within the Vaishnava community, if there is a nice cooperation, interactions, for the pleasure of the Supreme Lord, it pleases him the most. Krishna is highly pleased when he sees that the whole community, without offenses, nicely cooperating with each other and serving him. That is very pleasing to him. So our goal should be, how can I live happily within the Vaishnava community? Actually, the outside world, pathetic. It's a burning cauldron. Everybody is being boiled and fried. Nowadays, frying is more. Lot of fry. Everybody is fried. So, the scorching fry of the outside world is unbearable. Particularly if somebody is a sensitive person, a gentleman kind of a person, cannot exist. These Vaishnava communities, these are the only solace. Such people, we are all been sheltered. Prabhupada has given the shelter. Because devotees, they don't want to go with the trends of the outside world, which is basically nothing but increasing the fry. That's all. Now new type of frying has come, and that is called artificial intelligence. It will fry the people even more. And according to one calculation, 40% of the people who are working today will be out of jobs. So you can see the masala is increasing and there will be a lot of fry there. So this is the issue. So we know that this Vaishnava community is the only solace in this desert of heat and torture. That's why Prabhupada says this is a oasis. It is a relief from the torture of Maya. And we all know that this is the greatest relief. But within this relieved camps, these are all Vaikuntha replicas, embassies. And so within this, we have to ensure that we live carefully, peacefully. This is the only science that you need to know, that's all. You don't need big technologies and educations. You should know how to deal with other Vaishnavas and execute our services for the pleasure of the authorities, for the pleasure of the Guru and Krishna. This is the situation. This is the only thing that we need to know, that's all, nothing else. And what service we are doing, will that matter? Krishna is more pleased with some other service, some specific service, or will he look at only, say, the temple president and not everybody else? There is no such thing. He is attracted by your devotion in the heart. That's all, as simple as that. Your consciousness in the heart. My Lord, you have so kindly come. You are giving us this opportunity to serve you. We are not able to serve you because I am still attracted to Maya, but kindly accept me. So this is the mood of the devotees. Not that, okay, I am doing very big service. I am an important member because I am the, whatever that big position is. Nobody should think that. We are all beggars. Somehow we are rescued from the roads, from the frying pan, and been put into a nice safe place. So, Prabhupada is so powerful. Here, in the Leelamrita we are reading, devotees are very powerful. He says here, bhaktas are powerful that they can make the Supreme Personality to descend in that place. So this is the power of Prabhupada, that Radha and Krishna, they descended into this place. Then palace came, and then servants came. His kingdom is there. And sometimes Radha Govinda decides to go on a tour. And very soon he will go on a tour to Jahirabad. And servants will ensure that the Lord's tour is successful and he is taken care of nicely. This is the only thinking of the devotees. We should not think that the Lord is simply a statue. That is a big offense. Actually, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he says, Sakshat Vrajendra Sutta ite nai ana yaba ajne kare tanre pratima ena jnana. He is saying that without a doubt, he is directly the son of the king of Vraja. Only a fool considers him as a statue. So when we look at the deities, we should not think that they are statues. We should not think they are wood into which God has come. Our experience should be that, that may be understand. But the way we have to look is, he is directly the son of king of Vraja. He is directly the son of Nanda Maharaj. And the form that we are seeing, that is Chidananda Rupa, Sachidananda Akara, that's all. Nothing less. We should see them as personally present Sachidananda in their original forms, Sachidananda forms. The Lordships have descended in their most beautiful form, and they are giving us an opportunity to render some little service, whatever we can do. So this is the moon. So the Lord, even in the deity form, is nothing less. He is the same personality of Godhead. And so Radha and Krishna, Lakshmi, Narasimha, they have their pastimes. They are not inert. For our eyes it may look like they are inert, they are standing or they are not moving, but actually they have their pastimes. They also go on a tour, they travel, they are with the devotees whole day. As the devotees are thinking of them, how to serve them nicely, they are also thinking of the devotees and they are also with them. No moment we are disconnected from the deities whom we are worshipping. This is an important thing. We should always see the connection with Radha Govinda. And in this temple, everything is already connected to Radha Govinda. So where is that chance that we don't remember Radha Govinda and Krishna always? Shastra is saying, in fact, everything is connected to Krishna in this world. Everything is connected, but people are behaving as if there is no connection to Krishna. They use it the way they want. That is the problem. That's why they are getting fried. But whereas in this temple, we should ensure that everything is used for Krishna's transcendental service. Krishna's service is always transcendental. So we should ensure that each and every space of this temple, of the resources, the money, prestige, or whatever that comes, it's all being used in the service of the Supreme Lord, Krishna. This is the moon. Vaikuntha means this usage, this utilization, that is the key. In Vaikuntha, everything is centered around Krishna. And whereas outside world, everything is centered around me, my enjoyment. That is the switch. As soon as somebody uses it for Krishna, energy changes. It becomes spiritual. It becomes truth. It becomes absolute truth. This is the beauty of this process. You can, like Prabhupada is saying in the Leela, you can bring Vaikuntha anywhere. You can bring Krishna anywhere. Particularly in this age, Lord Chaitanya has given a simple process of invoking Krishna anywhere. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare. So similarly, it is an opportunity given to all of us to become eternal servants of the Supreme Lord. We are actually, by constitution, we are eternal servants, we are forgotten. So when we practice this bhakti, what is already there in the heart, it comes out. We spontaneously, we behave as eternal servants of the Supreme Lord. But now, it's like a training. We are now training how to behave like a eternal servant of the Lord. For example, let us say on a Sunday, there is a pallaki. The Lord is going on in a pallaki, Lordships, Gaura. So let me go, let me participate, let me sing and dance. Gita, Samstuti, Vaditrai. Let me sing, let me pray, let me play the musical instruments. This is the mood of the devotees. The Lord is going on in a pallaki from here to there. Okay, let me join. There is a pallaki of Guru, Prabhupada. Yes, let me join. When Krishna, he is walking in Dwaraka, somebody is holding an umbrella. Now what is the difference when Krishna is moving from here to there and you are holding an umbrella? Same Krishna, you are holding the umbrella. This bhavana, this consciousness has to develop. Consciousness means you are aware that Lord is present and this is happening, that is happening. We always think in terms of Lord's movements, Lord's leelas, Lord's actions in each and every one of our lives and in the life of this moment. That's all. This is the calculation. So then, if somebody is absorbed in this kind of a thinking, that is called full Krishna consciousness. He is blessed. He lives in the world of deities. He doesn't live in the world of his own mind. We don't even live in the world of, just outside these walls. There could be elections and results and so many things. A devotee doesn't put his heart there. As a matter of fact, okay, you'll come to know. In the end of the day, you click and you'll come to know who is sitting where. That's enough. And no need to waste our day continuously hooking on to what's happening, every second, and then going through emotions, anxiety, tension. What is this? So devotee has no such botheration. He knows whatever may be the election, finally my Lord wins. Only Krishna wins. Whoever he wants, he will win. That's all. That means only Krishna wins. This is the mood of a devotee, and he doesn't waste his time on some extraneous distractions. Focus on Krishna and his service. He lives in Krishna, and that is the perfection. Any questions? Yeah. 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 So Krishna is there everywhere. He is present even inside the atom. And so we are walking on the floor, we are walking on the road, and they're all full of atoms. And Krishna is present there. So how is it possible? So the answer is yes, Krishna is everywhere, and we are inside Krishna. In the universal form, if you see, we are inside Krishna. And inside Krishna means everything is Krishna. This universe is a form of the Supreme Lord. This is the Vaishnava understanding. This is also, everything is Brahman. So Krishna has permitted certain things. His will is that, yes, because we have to walk, we have to do so many things. He has permitted certain things. So when you follow such things, that's why whenever you are walking, whenever you are going on here and there, always sing Krishna's glories, always chant Hare Krishna, be conscious. Then everything is okay. So the understanding is that although everything is Krishna, his energies are manifesting this various manifestations, the roads and this and that. And those energies, they are employed in the service of the Lord, then that is the proper way of handling it. So as I said, when you are walking or moving or whatever, try to always chant and think of Krishna, then we are connected to Krishna. And Krishna wants only that. So Prabhupada ki jai.